G'day, this is a wedding video me and Byron made. I've got some pretty good experience out of it.
Yeah, and we're going to be sharing some of the things we learned from shooting our first wedding video after we've played it. So let us know in the comments below what you think.
Summer, summer, I'm singing your name. You got me singing in the rain. Summer, summer, I'm feeling your rays. I wake up in the morning and I hear you say, today's a very special day, even though the clouds seem so gray. And I swear your hair could tie a rope to heaven, deliver lighters for me.
Tēnā rā koutou katoa, kia ora everyone, welcome. Have a breath. My name is Gail, and Alice and Summer have asked me to officiate this beautiful day. Okay, we're starting.
I gave some time and space between the first meeting.
Got me singing in the rain. Summer, summer, I'm feeling your rays. Of love in another, got me feeling this way. You got me singing in the rain. Summer, summer, I'm feeling your rays. And you're the only one who will sing my songs. You got me out of my head, dear. Remind me nothing's wrong. In your body, it does entice me. You're sweet and spicy. I breathe you in. Oh yes, I breathe you out.
Alice and Summer have declared in front of all of their whānau, their family and their friends, that they will live together in marriage. They've symbolised it by joining hands, sharing rings, taking vows and committing to each other. Let's join in celebrating Alice and Summer as husband and wife.
Summer, summer, I'm feeling your rays.
Alright, so there it is. I hope you liked it, and we'll just jump straight into what we learned. So number one thing that we learned was make sure that you get lots and lots of shots of the bride and groom. You don't want to be sitting in the edit going, oh man, I've got a lot of great B-roll shots, but I have only like 3 or 4 shots of the bride and groom. That's awful. You can always go back to location, or most times you can go back to location and shoot some B-roll. It's a lot harder to go back to location and shoot shots of the bride and groom.
Tip number 2, be prepared for anything. When we did the shoot, it started raining and we didn't have any umbrellas. So luckily it cleared up enough at the ceremony, but we could have been absolute stuff. So be prepared for anything. Weather, bring a spare memory card, spare batteries. We actually ran out of battery at the end of our shoot, so it was quite a fine line, so be prepared for anything.
Tip number 3, final tip, make sure to get a list of everything that the bride and groom want this video to be. So get them to write down exactly, or at least a reasonable idea of what they want, and then in the edit you can have that next to you and just keep checking backwards and forwards and just make sure that the video you're... Alright, so we ran into a bit of a problem. Arlo's audio cut out.
Yeah.
And
camera died.
then my camera stopped recording. So we're gonna have to just finish the last tip off here. So tip number 3 is make sure that you get your client to fill out a list of exactly what they want this video to be, and then in the edit keep that next to you and keep referring back to it to make sure that what you're creating for them is what they want.
Yeah, because I didn't do that when I was editing it, so basically I had, I think I had about 5 exports that I had to take to them. They said no, do this. I was like, okay, take it back, and then I forgot to do one of the things and I had to go back. It was a long process. Eventually we got there, but if you can, definitely make that list. It's so much worthwhile.
And that pretty much wraps up the video, so like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.